All right, we're on the internet. Oh, how wonderful. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Isle of Gaming. It's Monday, it's time for Dungeons and Dragons. It's a new year, and we're going to be a little short-staffed today, but that's okay. We'll resurrect Gwendolyn from the blood ritual sacrifice some point in the coming week, hopefully. And if not, oh well.
See, I told you I had a new chair.
Yeah, sure you did. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the intro script right now, Aaron. Suck it.
God damn it.
If you miss an episode or just want to see us again, we upload these streams to YouTube under the Isle of Gaming banner. Look for the line art D20 with the red one. That's us. It's very simple, I know, but that's how we keep it. I'm the Dungeon Master, Cullum Coleman. Today, Aaron is Gareth as the Warlock, Caleb is Torren as the Cleric, and Justin is Rockchild as the Bard. Together, they are known as the Knaves of Venzor. We thank you for coming back to us after that week hiatus for the holiday, and let's get down into it. Last time, on the Isle of Venzor, the Knaves decided to take vengeance on Ailish Manor by looting and burning it. They ransacked as much of the place as they could, and then proceeded to use a tankard of plenty to douse the entire building in alcohol before igniting it. I was almost inclined to let them ignite it inside. I'm not that evil. The Knaves then fled the burning Ailish Manor, doing a fairly decent job of hiding their presence, and struck out along the road to the Grand City of Eaverness. Well on their way, they encountered a strange building, multi-storied, but seemed to be scaled for the size of cats. Deciding to make haste and add more distance between themselves and their litany of crimes at the Ailish Manor, the Knaves pressed on. That night, there was a great deal of revelation between Torren and Rockchild as to how they ended up in this company and why certain actions were taken at and around Ailish Manor. During this lovely, heartfelt conversation, a number of items began to disappear from the party. Some investigation and some godforsaken luck on the part of Rune the Bat managed to reveal to the Knaves that they were being robbed by none other than Sturge, a cat of holding from the manor they had passed. Turns out Sturge is not very keen on acquiring things, and if he didn't rob the Knaves as he had been put up to, he would be considered cast out from the general society of cats of holding. Taking pity on him for whatever reason, an uncharacteristic act of goodwill, the Knaves agreed to let him borrow some items for the night to prove that he could do it. Those items have since been returned, and we now awaken to the Knaves on the morning of, I believe, the 25th of Maris in the year 253 of Discovery. You come to, and your stuff has been returned to you alongside the mood mark paint that was also provided as apparently a sort of thank you. I believe Robin has that in their inventory. And Robin will be tagging along as a party member in absentia as per usual when someone is missing. So what do you guys want to do?
We should probably continue our journey. I mean, we haven't made the best amount of progress so far. Plus, I mean, the worst must be behind us at this point. It has to.
I would say, we also haven't finished, I don't think we finished our little therapy session.
Yeah, but,
I figured we'd do that on the road, though.
Yeah, and I don't feel like Robin's gonna say much. They They've been kind of off since last night, you know? Just kind of look at them like mindlessly walking
Yeah.
along.
There's just like an outline of where they should be. It's all like blurred out, you know, like an unlock you haven't achieved yet.
You're not the same if you don't have your coffee.
Ah,
Yeah,
the child. Poor
I
child.
think the child has strep throat and it hurts to talk, so we will let them rest their voice.
God, children are just hotbeds of disease, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. You should have seen how diseased the children were at the circus. Like, they were so snotty, so... Oh.
Weren't you one of those kids?
Look, I worked in the circus. I wasn't one of the ones being entertained at the circus. Like, those are the rich, snobby kids, the ones that could actually afford to go do things as a child.
Oh, I thought you meant like the circus kids that were working there.
I mean, we got sick because we had to deal with them all the time. I mean, hell, we had extra performers because we knew at least one person was going to be out that day.
Oh, I see. You were worse. You were not rich, spratty kid. You were the band kid.
Ah!
Yeah. All right, and with that, two things to note: you Watsonian fools.
Psychic
Number
damage,
one, Justin, can we get Rockchild's picture up? Just
Oh,
because
yeah,
we
my
went
bad.
to pixel mode again. And number two, we have our first roll of the new year coming up here. A lovely little D8 from Cubby Blue, a brand new dice that I have to torture these people with.
Come on.
Get our first dice roll coming up as you walk and talk along the road. Ooh, interesting. So as you guys are talking, you've walked for maybe an hour or two after getting up. You feel the ground beneath you begin to tremble just a little bit. The rhythmic sound of horses. Many horses coming from the way behind you. What do you do?
Friends, I believe I hear the sound of horses, and I'm no mathematician, but I think there might be more than two, possibly as many as a dozen, potentially more.
Should probably hide in the tree line.
Yes, just so we all remember, we did commit arson. We did kill a few shepherds. So,
But do they really? Yeah, I guess.
Yes, I know. We kill a lot. I'm okay with the murder, but still, people don't like it so much. So why don't we hide?
Yeah, I agree. Let's hide. I forget that people get kind of touchy around the whole death thing.
How do
Yes.
you forget that?
Gareth, how many people have died so far at our party's hand, and we have been incorporated how long at this point? DM, how long has the party been incorporated?
You have been incorporated for... You arrived on, I want to say, the 15th of Maris, and it's the 25th.
And just a rough guesstimate, what's the body count of the party?
Well, let's see here. You have one dead escort, one dead party member. Are we counting the plants?
No.
Were they sentient
Not
creatures?
counting the plant. Not counting
you
the
have-
plants.
You have
About
killed
10?
You have killed, as far as monsters go, you've killed about a dozen of those. You have also killed 3 things that could have been classed as a person.
Could have been.
We killed
3 and a half technically, because if we're counting Don John, who is currently now a spirit trapped in one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whose fault was that?
All right. Why don't we hide?
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yes.
I'm gonna cast. Pass without a trace.
All right, everyone make stealth checks as you dive off the road, because mercifully I rolled a 4 as to how far away these people were.
All right. Plus 10, boys.
23 plus
All
10.
right.
What am I wearing?
Okay. Here we
Should be at
go.
disadvantage, right? Scale mail is disadvantage.
19, modified 19. The dice, my new dice,
Praise be thy
are
thine
really,
dice gods.
really got me good today.
Well, a nat 20 and a 19.
First
Plus
rolls
10.
of the new year, boys.
Plus 10. So
Praise be thy
34.
dice gods.
Yep. Yeah, and what's the last one in who still needs in? Gareth, what'd you get?
Oh, a modified 19.
Is that 19 with the plus 10?
Oh, he gave us a plus 10?
Yeah, so it's
Oh, yeah.
That's what Pass Without a Trace does.
Oh, I didn't know it applied to all of us.
It's everyone who stays within 10 feet of this man. You all dive off the road together.
Oh, so yeah, it's modified 29.
Okay, so 29.
Torren, where were you in
33,
Nam? Which were
34.
useless?
You all vanish into the non-existent tree line, by the way, as you are still in Kameni. So it's like you are one with the picket fences and the occasional bush.
Yeah.
We have just straight up ghillie suited ourselves.
I am a shrubbery.
The horse too, for some reason. Because that's technically still there with the child.
We have
As
become
Batman.
every Pokemon in the tall grass. Just,
just have-
unseen.
I just want to say I am a shrubbery, you know.
Well,
Just a
speaking
perfectly
of
potted
shrubbery,
one.
you should note that going past you now is a man skipping with a coconut.
Yeah. You also just hear in the distance, whose horse is that?
Yeah, no.
Eat
So
up.
a number
It's the
of
horse again.
horses, probably 7, maybe at most, come past you at somewhere between a light gallop and a trot. So they're moving with purpose, but not overly hasty. Torren, they're kind of mismatched and a little bit there, but you recognize from some of the insignias, colorations, and other things on either the horses or the men that this appears to be a fire brigade of the Magi Hospitaller. Probably
Oh, and there's
returning
always
from some nefarious deed.
Oh,
What could have possibly required the fire brigade? Come on.
I didn't think they had a fire brigade.
The horses move
God,
past
the infrastructure
you.
here is well funded.
The horses move past you, and after a while,
It's a really nice neighborhood.
yeah, after a while, all is quiet again. You are free to remain hidden in your single shrub, or continue to move on.
I like to imagine the horses standing in the field, and we were just like stacked on each other, like against the horse, like behind it, like the other side of the horse is facing the road.
You have all disguised yourself as bushes to form a shrubbery.
Yes.
The knights are very pleased.
Oh,
So
look, that's a very nice shrubbery. Thank you.
Torren will pat Robin on the head. You see that? Those are the fire brigade. You have created so many jobs. My little capitalist.
Oh no.
The child-
Not the capitalists.
Actually, if anything, the child has protected and reaffirmed the need for public social services and therefore the point of taxes being used appropriately.
See, we do good. We show people that the public services are needed.
We've committed so many crimes, though, that do we really want to influence the tax system? Like, I feel like tax evasion is the next natural step, right?
Are you telling me you have not committed tax evasion?
We pay taxes?
All right, let's
You realize that's how they got Al Capone, right?
I'm aware.
So, can I get a quick history check from Torren, since we are going to be apparently spending time talking about the tax system and how it affects the Magi Hospitaller?
17 plus 1, 18.
18. All right, 18. Fun fact, as you are saying this, that you are being a complete bullshit artist. As the Magi Hospitaller are not a public-funded institution. They live almost entirely off of alms and independent contracting. Basically, they get paid whatever you think their service was worth after they provide it.
You know what? The kid needs this. The kid needs to know that they have
That is-
helped
That is what you know for a fact. You know you are lying through your teeth.
All right, what's my? Oh, that's the wrong dice. It's a D12.
I'm not gonna have like insight deception shit go on for someone who isn't here. All right, you guys are like dragging the Watsonian explanation for their absence.
All right.
Roll a 6.
Colin's just texting Gwen, "Hey, what's your charisma modifier, real quick?"
No, so
I have all that stats in the sheet. Plus, I can like completely change your guys' character sheets at will. Her stats are all now 20s. I turned her into an eldritch god until she gets back.
alrighty. All right, let's go. We got to get to. We're gonna get to Eaverness.
Yes.
We got to go find this fucking devil.
Yep. Let's get to Eaverness. So as you march down the road, the landscape begins to once again descend. Like you notice, like you're kind of going over rolling hills, but the downs are less than the ups. You're moving your way downhill. It's kind of nice, actually. Probably be a pain going back the other way, but it's actually quite nice. And at about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, a little bit before the sun would set on Venzor. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
13.
15.
Definitely lower than that. 10.
10. All right, Gareth and Torren. You come round a bend of a hill, and that is when the two of you see it. Little firelights twinkling up in the distance as the sun gets low. It's quite a breathtaking sight, even for those of you who have seen it before. As you kind of look out, and this entire valley before you, one candle at a time, just ignites. Thousands and thousands of hearths, watch lights, and candles, lanterns, everything sprawling out across this massive space. And at the center of it, great white ring of walls, beyond which there are even more twinkling lights.
Are we there yet?
As you have begun to, as you've gotten your first glimpse of the Grand City of Eaverness. And it is grand. It is massive.
Jesus Christ, there's so many people.
Yeah, it is massive. It actually forms a choke point almost between the Thai Ward Earth and the rest of the island.
I guess I should say Jesus Christ. I should be like,
Helm.
by the 9?
Yeah.
By the 9. There we go. That's the new curse.
And it's it sprawls out from the city, and you can see the massive buildings within, streets and houses, warehouses, all sorts of buildings of all sorts, temples. It's hard to pick out from any one thing from this distance, except rising up in like a series of like jagged fins, one over the other, the central keep of Eaverness.
All right.
Let's see. So this guy's supposed to be on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on the outskirts of the city. He's supposed to be somewhere outside the walls, which you now realize is in of itself its own city.
This is gonna be fun. All right. Where did he say he last was? Outside of the walls?
You recall that you were asked to find a stable hand by the name of Aster Orel.
Yes, a drow, correct?
Yes, a drowish stable hand. He is supposed to be young, maybe 15 or so.
Yeah, we have a letter for him. We have a letter for the stable boy, and we were asked not to open it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It says kill all who bear this letter.
If you get this letter, you must assassinate the person giving it to you. All right.
Wait, no. The letter is, if you get this letter, you will die in 10 days.
No,
Make it like the ring.
It's that card from the deck of many things that says a random NPC has now become your mortal enemy.
Oh,
It's
all
just
right,
that one card.
all right.
yeah.
So it is nighttime, yes.
It is about dusk.
All right. Do you guys want to bed down for the night, or do you want to keep going?
It's
You've-
not-
Well, we're
sure
near
there's-
the city, right? Is there
Yeah.
accommodation?
You've probably got another like 4 to 6 hours of walking to get where you want to go.
Oh,
You've come round a hill and then you see it in the distance. All the lights sprawling out. Thousands of pinpricks.
Oh no, my feet hurt. That's. Oh, I'll be there in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
True.
hopefully.
You old man.
Unless we're playing. What was the module we ran? Column. Descent
light?
into Avernus, where the city was not there.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
he ran Descent to Avernus at one point, and the city disappears.
Like a whole city. Gone.
Yeah. But it will be there in the morning. You hope. Is anyone taking watches tonight?
I figured we all just take. I'll take first watch.
I'll take second watch.
I guess I got the third watch.
All right. First watch. Roll perception.
Alrighty, let's do the other one. Uh, 14.
14. The night is dark, cold. It is fall is coming in full swing. The temperature isn't chilled or anything like that, but like, you're spending the day in the 60s, the night in the 50s, and it's just kind of annoying being out here.
Going straight from the 50s to the 60s, man. Far out.
Yeah, you watch the lights glimmer in the distance, and it's massive. You've never seen or even really conceived of this many people living all in the same spot.
It is definitely a foreign concept to me.
Yeah, it is massive. It is effectively a mega city like New York or Chicago or LA, just made of stone and walled. It's just massive. And for the most part, your watch passes uneventfully. Altercations at this, or implications of this place. Who had second watch?
Torren had second watch. Is this perception?
Yes, it's perception.
All right, advantage with my shield, or with the shield that is borrowed.
Yeah.
As a 5 and an 18 for a total of plus 5, 23.
23, okay. You watch the lights move. You hear in the dark, the sound of animals, the occasional owl. You're right on the transition from the outskirts of Kilmeny to the outskirts of the Grand City, and it's brings up some mixed feelings because as much as it's beautiful from afar, the view is much different from Makari Prison. And there's not a lot of good things have happened to you in this city, especially of late. But you hope the letter from the premier will get you through the gates. That's your primary concern, I believe, at the moment. Well, you are shockingly aware of everything around you. You hear the inklings of a voice in your head as Don John comes to speak with you.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be that big. He sounds really sounds kind of morose, for lack of a better word.
It's It's a jungle in there. it's I think it's too big for its own good.
Maybe, but yeah, just he seems just really put off with how big the city is.
Well, in your time, did the bigwigs, the higher ups, did they separate from the riffraff so vehemently?
I I don't suppose I'd really know. There were divisions on the ships and whatnot, but I was, after all, one of those big wigs, as you call it. The
Eh, well,
the thing is here, it's just he seems to really like pause and draw out the moment. Just seems I finally won the bet.
and what bet is that?
Just they said it wouldn't when we built it, when they built it, I suppose, was said something this big would never flow over. Meekless actually put money on that. Only time I've ever seen the little pigeon gamble. I win. He's just sitting there. You kind of get that feeling. Just
Well, you'll get to see a whole new world. For better or worse, it's something new.
something tells me you will too, and I'm have to ask. Are you sure you want to go looking for that world?
I think what I want is out of the question now. It's all very much bigger than I am.
There are things you're going to find when you go looking. Things you won't like. Sometimes it might be better to simply not. You get in the house of the Hydra. There won't be turning back for you. You won't unknow what you know.
Yeah, well, there's always a troublemaker, so nothing new, I guess.
There's kind of a you get a kind of heavy sense of like, sort of just, foreboding as Don John begins to fade from your consciousness here. You gather he's probably not able to sustain this connection for an extended period of time at the moment. Seems weaker than before. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. It's up to you to decide.
Nighty night, Don John. It's your turn. I'm going to bed.
Rockchild, please roll me a perception check for your watch. And since your watch is the last watch, I'd also like you to take this time to roll the wisdom saving throw.
I'm sorry, a what?
Roll perception, then roll a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20!
Nat 20 on perception. You still make the wisdom saving throw.
Dope!
Still got a nat. But that's a beautiful 20.
And the 10?
10.
Give me that passing.
Okay, so you are nat 20. You are in the zone. You are fixed on everything. You know. And you know. And you can feel As you get up for your watch, as you take your bearings around, you can feel viscerally the colors begin to drain out of everything. And that still gives off all the warmth and heat, but you feel something within you begin to darken away. It's quite upsetting.
So what did I lose?
Your
Right now,
humanity.
My humanity?
Right now, you see everything as though it is in dark vision, even though you're perfectly capable of seeing in color.
Oh no, I'm done playing colorblind.
You've gone completely colorblind to all colors. Everything is just grayscale for you right now.
I'm throwing away my humanity, JoJo.
Oh, you're the only one who watched that show, and I hate you.
I refuse to watch it. I know
Anyway.
it's so good, but I won't. I can't.
Is there anything you would like to? Is there anything you'd like to do about this, Rockchild, as you are very keenly aware of this happening and that it is not caused by an external factor?
Yeah, I'd like to have a mental breakdown.
Cool. Rockchild is honest with himself.
This is the consequences of your own action.
Funny enough, Breakdown is also a JoJo reference.
Oh my god. Everything's a JoJo reference to you, Aaron. JoJo's not a personality trait.
Thank you for
It
saying.
is for now.
Anyway.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself, or?
I would say you are familiar with the spell Cure Wounds, and Cure Wounds is great for physical injuries. However, it's not great for conditions. And this strikes you more like a condition, like being blinded or deafened, as opposed to I've been stabbed through the chest.
Okay, then I would like to wake Torren up and let him know that I went colorblind.
Sure. Torren, as you lie down in your camping gear or whatever asleep, a pair of hands grab hold of you. And a voice in your head flashes, "It's the orc, he's come." And you see Rockchild having taken hold of your chest, shaking you awake.
Wake up, Torren. Torren, wake up.
Kill the orc, he's come to kill you.
No. Torren.
You don't hear John.
I know, but I'm like, Torren, I need your help. I didn't see anything, but I can't see color.
Oh. Okay. Now this is very serious. I don't know how to tell you this. Okay. Sometimes, I always thought it was an old wives' tale, but you can go colorblind from draining the snake one too many times.
Yeah.
Can I
I am
insight
so
check
sorry, my
this?
friend.
Sure, do you listen to this tale? You can choose right now.
Can I insight check it? Can I
If
see
you'd like to decide by insight check, you are welcome to do that.
I want Rockchild to do this organically.
Yes, sir.
No.
What'd you get?
No?
I beat it.
Oh, then, oh, really? I start thinking back. I guess I did go when you woke me up, and, there's that one other time I was looking at that noise. Okay.
Okay. So you can see color, like it's all black, it's all gray.
Yeah, I see a lot of black. It's like everything that was colored is blackening.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Just not even understand the irony of those words.
Oh, Robin, I need... Oh, it's your fast, Robin. Oh. Okay, well... Okay. Dungeon. Is this consistent?
Well, I only have the one case study, and if I say yes, will you kill him?
No, all right.
I'm still not. I still have no reason to get off that train of thought.
I'm imagining like you guys are having this internal dialogue and you're just silent in real life, and I'm just like,
No. It is a one-sided conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
Torren has
Everything I
just got
say-
the crazy old man from prison, 1,000-yard stare
Yeah,
right
I'm
into your
literally
soul.
pacing, eyes wide, talking to myself, pausing, and then responding.
no, we
Just,
can't kill him yet. Like, I just need a doctor or something.
That's why I didn't.
Right?
That's why I didn't say anything about killing you. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm
good.
sneaking. I'm like, okay, okay. I don't think I can help you right now. Let's see if it works out after a day or two. And if not, well, I promise to buy you a pint.
Is there a spell or something that'll let me regain my vision?
I mean, probably, but I don't think I have it. At least not today.
This truly is a series of unfortunate events.
Oh, those are my favorite plays. I loved watching them in the taverns.
I'm sorry, plays?
Kim Jerry was a very good Count Olaf. Alright, Kemp, up and at them. We need to go find the stable boy.
You know, last time I heard that was in church.
What?
Move anyways. I'll have to
Okay.
find the stable boy.
Anyway, King Herod, moving on to the 26th of Maris. You guys get an early start on the day and are able to you make some pretty good time, and you're able to get to the outskirts of the first building by around noon, which is pretty decent. Are you you start going down the streets? They're, it's still mostly earthen roads, and now just instead of being lined with, pastures, fields, and hills, are now lined with buildings. Mostly wood with stone foundation.
All right. So we need to go find Aster Orel, the stable boy, and we have to give him the letter, and that should help us find the Green Devil.
Yes.
All right. Let's go look, and Rock, I'll let you do the talking. I'll make your tongue waggle a little bit more than it usually does.
I suppose I could try and do that. Alright. So we're off
Let's
to
go
find
find some stables.
You're off to
Yes.
find the wizard, the wonderful wizard, of Oz.
No, the wonderful wizard of the stable. It's just like some cracked out old man. You come here
Alright.
seeking my help.
All right.
Not
so
Jack
let's-
Nicholson.
All right. So we're
Doesn't
gonna go
exist,
try
he
to
can't
find.
hurt you.
I guess we're gonna just kind of. I mean, at least what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like walking, and kind of like asking every few, a couple people, like, hey, do you guys know like stables? We're looking for an Aster Orel.
Yeah, sure. So I will allow you, whoever's searching to go for persuasion or investigation, depending on how they try to find the stable. So I think probably persuasion, since you are trying to ask for information.
Alright, can I walk up to the nearest like guard or official looking man and ask him like, can you please tell me where the stables are?
Certainly, you are more than able to do that. In fact, I should probably roll for this real quick.
I'll be right back.
Well, that's pretty good. All right. In fact, you are able to walk up to a man, in some semblance of uniform. It's midday. Seems to be having lunch at like a little like roadside cafe. Off-duty guard kind of deal. But he's the first you're able to find. Gives you a up and down sort of look, and just depend on what sort of stable he's needing. There's quite a few in the outer city.
Do we know what kind of stable the stable boy works in?
You're told it's you're told it's a Aster Orel.
We are looking for our friend Aster Orel. He is a young drow elf, and we're just looking for our friend. We have a letter for him.
Mm-hmm. One of you roll persuasion.
Okay. Do you want me to do it, Torren?
Oh yes, please, very much.
So, if you could please assist us, kind sir, we truly beg of your help. That's a 16.
16. You came up low for you, but it's still swinging. That's still a swinging number. What's everyone's insight modifier?
I have a +5 insight, so passive would be 15.
15. All right. So he's fairly hesitant as you say that. He seems to want to send you away. And Torren, it's evident you've dealt with security people for far too long for your taste. It's evident that, to you at least, that he's suspicious of you asking for that name.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Like, you gather that, like, the reason he's hesitant isn't because he doesn't want to work or doesn't know the answer, but more rather because, you just walked in and claimed to be the Sausage King of Chicago kind of thing. Like, it's like, you just asked for someone who's clearly, that's not something a stranger should know. That's not a name a stranger should have.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like, I'll fumble in my jacket. I have it somewhere. And I'll pull out the letter. Our friend gave us this to give to, a mutual friend.
And what is, and who exactly would your friend be?
That would be.
Hopscotch.
This is not me avoiding the question. This is me looking at my notes.
You were given it by Hopscotch of the Company of Fools.
Oh, this was given to
a former colleague of mine that I used to work with in the Company of Fools.
Oh, yes.
Roll deception, because he is not a former colleague of yours. I just want to make you roll the charisma checks because you're so charisma'd out.
Oh, that was almost a 19.
The dice are 19. He kind of stands up, like he's not taking an overly aggressive posture, but he's also not backing down either as you produce the letter. He kind of looks.
I will try once more.
What I never had what's your what? So how about you tell me just what exactly is your business at with the royal service?
The royal service.
Oh, well, our friend, we were trusted with this letter. We don't want to be deceitful, but I'll share with you. We seem fine and upstanding. Our friend Hopscotch gave us this letter. Just asked us to do him a favor. And that's about it. I mean, delivering mail is all that we were asked to do.
I mean, we were on our way here anyway, so we decided to do him a favor.
Yeah, and I'm playing this as like I'm not noticing. I'm trying very hard to like not notice his cues. I'm playing dumb.
You're pretending to be an idiot.
I'm playing dumb, but this comes with the next part.
He's playing the fool.
So we just doing Hopscotch favor as we come and deliver mail. So I mean, we don't want to take much of your time. You've been very helpful so far. But if you could point us in the right direction, or even, I mean, if you could even just help us navigate. It's been so long since I've been back. We would tip you. That'd be very kind of you. And I'll produce.
He's kind of looking over. He's kind of looking over you. He's he's doing that a little bit where he's trying to gauge whether or not you're sincere, and he's not quite succeeding.
I'll pull out a platinum after I said we'll tip you if you help us. I'll roll whatever you want, persuasion, deception, because I know.
You showed him a platinum. He's gonna that's gonna vanish immediately. He's gonna look at you. He's gonna be in real close and goes up against the walls. First stable at the gate.
Thank you very much.
Nobody sends you. And if you ain't who you say he is, or you don't got no consignment papers, well, there's a real nice cell in Macari for that.
Did he say did he say nobody sent you guys? Like he's saying don't say that I
don't tie me to this bullshit.
Okay.
And he basically, you just bribed a guard for information about the royal stables. Do not tie me to this, you fucker, or I'll see you burn.
All right. I understand. So I go. I'll pat him on the chest. Well, it's a good thing that we did not ask your name. Thank you very much. We'll be on our way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just want to check one thing as you head out. So I apologize for ducking out.
Oh, of course.
Middle of nowhere right here. As I scramble to grab a hold of things that have fallen. All right. Here we are.
When he said up against the walls, I thought I was getting arrested for bribing the guard.
No. The stables
We
are
were
against
bribing
the wall.
a guard?
The stables.
Yeah.
That's what he did. That's technically the words for what he did. All right. All right, Torren. Thank God you're here because you're the only one high enough to hear this. As you leave and head down the streets, you pick up a bit of interesting chatter from a little ways behind you. First is a fairly deep but mellowed voice. Why are we going this way, anyhow? The second is very old, crackly, and much sharper. Keep it down, you big lug. I mentioned her place. Anyone looking into that ain't, well, known's here. Well, that's liable to be something. And if it's something, there's money to be made in it.
Oh my God.
Keep your voice down. Follow conspicuously. I don't think that's how you say that word. Will you focus? There's just a little argument, like an old married couple behind, from about 10, 15, maybe even 20 feet behind you. They're trying but not succeeding at keeping their voices too low.
And is one of their names having to be George?
Nope.
Thank God.
Of the jungle?
So they were bickering, and it sounded like, to Caleb at least, that they were planning a job.
Oh.
That's what it sounded like to me. Is that what I'm gathering?
Well, the words were number one, why are we going here? And then number two replied with, because they're talking, because they were after her service, and anyone interested in that ain't known around here, that means money.
We were after her service.
Yeah, they were asking about her service. And anyone who is, we got this on recorded. Damn it.
Oh wait. Okay. Are they following us?
Appears to be.
Oh, okay.
They seem to be largely interested in you. Profiteering off of that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, so what do I want to do? How far away are they from us?
Somewhere between 10 and 20 feet. You don't really know without looking back. So far, this is just what your ears heard over, the din of people moving about midday in what is effectively a city.
Okay, I'll.
This is purely due to your keen hearing. Your
Okay, so what I'm gonna
absurd
do?
passive.
So what I'm gonna do? I Torren trips over and falls, just like
Torren's-
flat on his face,
Huh?
right in the dirt. Oh,
Your friend falls flat on his face.
Watch where you're going there, bud.
Oy, oh. I'll start getting up. Are they still following me? Or are they a little bit closer? Or did they stop?
You use your getting up to sort of make a glance back.
Ugh.
You glance back. There is sort of stepped off to the side a little bit. That was the best way to describe it. A absolutely hulking, literal Goliath, dressed in a parka with fur hood up, just sort of standing there, off to the side of the, letting the crowd pass him on the sidewalk while you guys are stuck.
I helped Torren up.
No, don't. I think I twisted something in my hip. Sir, big strong sir, could you?
He's still 15 feet back, man.
I know.
He stopped in lockstep with you.
Yeah, okay. Big Goliath, could you help crack my back? It tweaked it so bad I can't. Oh.
Roll deception as you are feigning an injury in the hopes of
Absolutely.
convincing this person to help you.
Yes!
This is insight.
That was a 19 plus 4, a 23. God,
All right.
Colin, I love your fucking face.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you this. He's got the same modifier on his insight that you have on your deception. So this is a match or meet. This is a meet or break. Nope, 16 plus 4.
All right. Oh, my back. Could you help me? Oh. Oh.
He's he's got a mitten dangling from his wrist. This is the most winter gear you've seen on anyone. Venzor doesn't really get snow.
Yeah, it's
This is
weird.
weird as fuck.
Oh.
So the big guy comes over and he pulls you up to your feet. The rest of the way.
Oh my goodness! Can you please crack my back?
As he hoists you up by your collar and force palms the small of your back.
Yeah.
To the point where actually I'm actually having this. Your back's not actually damaged, right?
No, it's not. It might be.
Holy shit. You end up taking 4 points of damage from the chiropractory of this literal giant.
Cool.
As he attempts to fix a problem that isn't actually there.
All right, cool. As I'm yelping in pain, I will cast Zone of Truth. Charisma save, DC 13.
VS, okay. And do you try and you try and hide the hand waving?
Yeah, I'll mask it into yes. I'll try to mask it. So whatever you need me to roll, buddy.
I'm gonna need you to roll another deception. Actually, no, because you're trying to hide sleight of hand is gonna be this one.
I love sleight of hand, baby.
Versus.
Well, that is only gonna be a 15.
15 versus. All right, well that is. You don't know shit. But that's gonna be an 18 against you for that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you get the spell off. And as the Goliath puts you down, and, looks at you, just he doesn't know what to do with this. At this point, it's the massive fucking greatsword on his back.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I am very thankful. Oh, my back feels better than it has in ages. I must surely tip my friend. Here is 5 gold. And I will give him 5 gold.
He takes the money and looks at you. You're welcome.
Uh,
Like his voice is like very grave, like almost like common isn't a language he grew up speaking.
yes. Do I know if he? Do I know if he failed or succeeded the zone of truth?
Let's see. Creative till a creature starts turning there on a failed save. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails. So you know that and your DC is what?
My spell save is a 13. It looks like charisma 13.
Charisma. Okay, well he tapped out, so he did succeed on his save against it. Because he told out at a 16 on that. He rolled
That's
really
fine.
good for charisma on that guy. He was just kind of looking at you.
Oh, me and my friends. Hello, friends. Knaves of Venzor. What is your name?
Speaking of which, saves for the other 2 people in your party.
Do I have to?
You don't have the sorcerer ability, so I guess you would have to make a save as well, as I'm technically reading this out more.
What save do I need to make?
Charisma 13.
Yeah, everyone needs to make charisma saves because everyone's technically standing in the zone of truth.
That is.
Wait, what are you saying? That's clearly not true.
30-20.
I
rolled a 16. My modifier.
I got an 11.
All right, so because you guys were near him, presumably when he sent the spell off, because you helped him up, Torren and Rockchild both have to be completely honest if anyone asks them anything right now.
So
you feel better now?
You know what? Oh, I feel a little sore from the cracking of the back, but it is okay, my friend.
Okay. Tiny man.
We are. This is difficult.
What's
we
so
gotta get
difficult?
going,
Yeah,
guys.
we got a mission we need to go finish.
Yes. Oh, I know. I will.
Come on, we've got other stuff we need to do. Let's.
This gentleman, I believe, was following us, but it is okay. He is a friend. He gave me a very big hug, and I gave him money. So.
Yeah, but how do we know we can trust this guy? I mean, the sword kind of tells me he's into the same type of business that we are in.
We also carry weapons. Everybody carries weapons.
It's a massive greatsword on his back. Are we gonna just straight up ignore it?
It's a massive greatsword for a massive man.
I would like to point out we are talking right in front of him, and our friend our friend saw someone who looked like he was hurt, and then he proceeded to help. So,
are you friendly, or are you gonna hurt us? Like, since I'm being honest, I have no filter.
I mean, honestly, if he was here to kill us, he would have probably just killed Torren. So I think he's okay.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
What's your name, big guy?
He kind of looks at you like, what the hell are these crazy people doing? It's like he's almost like he's torn between you people are insane and this has to be a translation error.
What language does he speak natively?
Probably giant.
He's a Goliath.
Oh,
like that's literally what he is. So he might have grown up speaking giant.
Well, that's a big language. I can't understand that.
Yeah. He
You know what? This would have worked.
Oh,
also, Justin, you know that you can't. You know that you're affected by this spell, and you know that you're compelled to tell the truth. So I know. Do half lives. Okay.
See, I'm not telling half lies. I was being true. We have a mission we're on.
So he as he looks at you and he goes, he looks and he just goes, I am Esker. There is there is almost a curse from like the alleyway to a block back.
You just hear
And
fuck.
the he's like imbecile. And the letter that you were supposed to deliver, but falls out of your pocket and like goes like 3 feet in the wind before hitting the ground.
I'm going to grab this.
You used to grab the letter, sure. I just want to see one thing with this real quick before you lunge down to get it, because it might actually be do. Yep. All right. I'm gonna just have you just roll straight dexterity just to see if something really funny happens.
Dear Lord.
15 plus 3 is 18.
You move quite quickly and quite naturally and are just able to be like, and grab it real quick. Like, Esker just kind of just turns a little bit, looks at it, looks at you.
So where are you headed, big guy?
Yeah, Esker, where are you going?
Just shrugs. This
You know-
way.
Because I thought that you were following us. I heard a conversation with your friend. But we're friends now. I'm very friendly.
How do you feel about soft tacos later?
Yes. The delicacy of Eaverness. So
Casual
I'm just
murder.
I am just curious as to why you were following us.
He's kind of like, I go this way. He's just looking like, I not do this. How tightly are you clutching that damn letter?
Oh, like I probably would have put it back in my coat, like on the inside of my coat. Probably would have just like, let's put it back there.
That's a lot better. So, you say that, and your coat moves open, and the letter actually comes out and begins to walk down the street.
I use Eldritch Sight.
Oh, so Eldritch Sight allows you to cast Detect Magic, right?
Yeah.
It's a casting. All right, so you cast Detect Magic. So that's actually interesting. I've never seen these two spells line up on each other like this before. So what you see is moving at a rate of 15 feet around, the general outline and shape of a very generic humanoid, just holding the letter and walking away.
An invisible man has stolen our letter.
I am very charming, and I hope you find me very charming, Esker. Would you be helpful and get me back my letter? And I'm going to.
What are you casting? Sorry, I can't see.
I'm casting Charm Person.
All right, Nets. He's got to make a what save?
Wisdom DC 13.
Ooh, you chose. Oh, that's unfortunate for you.
No, please. let
Come
me
on,
work.
baby. Come on, baby. Why is wisdom a good stat on this character? I will never know.
How?
He's wise. He knows. He knows the land.
He's, oh, that's right, because he's a fucking survivalist. 14.
14.
Fuck, dude.
It just brings up. At this point, you hear Donja go, let me try something. Gareth, you see another generic invisible man appear. Grab hold of the other end of the letter, and like the two begin a shoving match in the middle of the street. Like people get bumped as they get knocked into by this invisible shoving match. The letter is just held there.
There's two invisible men fighting over the letter.
Ah, yes.
I am confusion.
I can see the magic.
I know, but this is just a very weird position.
Why are you grabbing it?
Oh, okay. One more time, because I think it would be really funny. Do you want to try it? Do you want to maybe get my letter once more?
You
Oh my
cast the
God.
spell again.
I
It's
got straight
too
up.
far
Yeah.
Are you casting the spell
Oh
again?
yeah.
Right.
Dude, you're gonna use up
Come
all your
on.
goddamn spell slots.
Come on, Esker. Come on, you did so damn well. You've been just beating them all day.
Nope. Come on.
And bounces. Oh, it bounced a lot. Oh, that's close. That's going to be an 11.
Yes. All right. Oh, for next hour. Esker, could you get my letter for me?
Nope. Hang on.
My back hurts.
That and goes, just pats you on the head.
My head hurts.
Something like that.
Add more Bojangles.
So Esker goes, he's gonna walk over to, oh, you're making me really, he's walking over to get the letter. He's like kind of like trying to figure out how to get it. Like, like he keeps bumping into the invisible thing.
Yes.
Keeps reaching in and just like, you're barely able to pick up. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't deal with this today. And suddenly everything that enters like a 5-foot cube just turns invisible around the letter.
Hold on a second. Is it invisible to me, or can I still see it?
Detect magic's exact words mean that you can tell a cube of illusion has been placed there, but you can't like see through it, I don't think.
Okay,
Yeah.
Can I look around to see if I see someone casting? Because I should be able to see like someone doing the casting,
Sure,
right?
because as you go to look around, oh, that's beautiful. A goblin, despite his advanced age, skitters out of the alleyway, jumps up, snatches the letter with like a freaking dirty 20 on his dex, and just starts weaving through the streets.
I cast
the big guy just starts walking after it.
Yes,
I
we're
cast-
gonna follow you.
I cast Phantasmal Force on the guy.
Try and cast what's Phantasmal Force?
Oh god.
Here you go.
It's hard to keep up with all the spells going on.
God, the one time we could really use
The one time you could really use the wizard.
yeah.
All right, so you craft an illusion. So it must make an intelligence saving throw. All right, and what is the 10-foot illusion that is perceived only by the target?
Hands coming out of the abyss underneath him. Like it is literally the dead clawing at his legs.
All right, so the hands of the dead claw at him. He must make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
And the DC on your spells is 14. All right, so you've got a pretty good one. He is okay. This is going to be interesting, actually. Okay. So it's a 10-foot thing in front of him, right?
It's kind of like as he's running into it, they're like grabbing at his legs.
All right. Well, the spell works. He's going to make a dex save against the illusion to try and like dive.
Dip, duck, dive, dodge, dive, and duck. And dodge again.
Goes through the door of an establishment, trying to skitter out of the way, just tumbles and goes through the door. What do you guys do? Because so far you've been just standing in the street.
I run over there and I move the illusion with me.
Can you move it?
Yeah, it says I should be able to move it.
Treats it as for real. Target can use an example. Creature you can see within range on a failed save. It's perceptible only to that. I don't think you can. I don't see anything about moving it.
Oh, I thought I could.
No, because you're creating a hazard in the way of something.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can't move that.
It treats it as if it's real and will rationalize any illogical outcome.
Can I modify it a bit?
Yeah.
Can I modify that the hands are like reaching out like tendrils at him?
They're reaching out, and he saw them, and he tried to avoid them, and went flying into a doorway.
Yeah. So
like that's what has already happened. Like you've given up. Like that's your 10 feet of space. Is the hands coming on the ground at him?
Okay, so they can't like go out of that said 10-foot. Okay.
Yeah, they can't.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot cube.
All right, I run into the doorway and I kind of just stand
All right.
there menacingly.
As you run to the door, he's scrambling as you like get to the doorway, and he makes eye contact with you. And make a wisdom saving throw,
Wisdom?
I
Gareth.
didn't want to have to like murder people.
I'm not gonna
but
murder him. I'm just having fun.
I'm just, if you steal our letter, I'm gonna murder you.
Let's see. Do I have proficiency in that one? Yes, I do. So modified 17.
You have a modified for dang it. So you go in, he makes eye contact with you. You immediately begin to feel lightheaded a little bit, but you are able to shake off the effect of hypnotic gaze. As he like begins to like scramble through this was someone's house apparently. Going for a back door.
All right, Rock, Esker, let's go. Let's get our letter.
I cast so I go ahead and get rid of the
Mm-hmm. He's still trying to run. His like pulse didn't, his like his little like pulse trick didn't work, so he's just running for it. Guys got your letter.
I know he does. And I'm casting well, let me look at this one real quick.
Let's try not to kill people.
I'm not killing him.
I know. I'm just blanket statement. I'm trying very hard not to murder people.
I know. I
Okay,
chose not to make it easy for you. I gave you a little bit of a fun trick here.
I cast minor illusion.
All right.
I'm gonna cast it on the door, and like that he's trying to like get through.
And what do you make the illusion?
Chains.
Chains on the door.
Yep.
Love it.
Here,
Right, yeah.
I'll pull up.
You cast minor illusion, chains on the door. All right. He is going to. He's in a bit of a reckless abandon. Because there's not it's not a save as you cast it. Yeah, because it takes his turn to investigate. So instead of taking the time to investigate it, you see him blast outward around him everything with a sword burst that like cuts up the walls and like tatters the door, and he just goes flying into it at full speed, and the door comes down.
This is a very agile old man goblin.
He just slams into his little goblin body enough to like break like a little like midget-sized hole in the door.
All right, I
like a tiny Kool-Aid man running through the house.
the chase is on. I'm after him.
All right, we start running here. Let's get. I'm gonna say for the chase, everybody roll just athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
As the chase is on, Gareth, you are the closest at the start of this.
All right, we got a modified 15.
10.
I got a 9.
All right, you two stumble. You two stumble through like Esker just sort of walking behind. Bye, guys.
Come on, Esker.
Doesn't really
No,
get
he's coming
any
with.
sense of- He's just walking, but he has like no sense of urgency. You gather this is probably typical of this man. His demeanor. Fortunately for you, none of this matters. As the goblin rolls a 1 on the other side of the door. So what's on the other side of the door, boys and girls? What's on the other side? Any guesses?
A birthday party.
Fucking
My childhood
Holland
trauma.
Blaze.
Oh,
Right.
can we kill
As
him?
he goes straight into an armored shin and falls down. What's going on here?
This tiny goblin has stolen our property.
That is completely untrue. I would never do the same thing twice.
Twice.
Well, as we're
Hector,
walking
you know
up-
me. You don't know them, you know me. Look at me, Hector.
He has a letter on him, and it's for. And we were tasked to deliver it.
So what if I do? They suspicious. And
Says the goblin that just exploded a door.
I have no recollection of that.
You
As
know-
he's bleeding from the forehead, that might be the truth.
Oh.
Well, where's the other one? Like Esker, like lumbers into view.
There he
Oh,
is.
look, gang's all here.
Are
This
these two
isn't
locals?
everybody's favorite band of rejects.
Wait, you don't know us yet? We haven't met these.
I'm
Rock
talking
Town,
to
we haven't-
you, old man.
Wait, you guys know the Stonemasons? The best
I thought
band
you-
of rejects? The
I thought
traveling
you were talking about the
bards?
Knaves.
All right, you jokers. Everyone can either cool it off here, or you can cool it off in stockades.
We will cool off here. We just want a letter.
Can I roll for
I don't
initiative?
got time for no nonsense here. Whatever it is you done here, Fasuki, you done it.
Asuki?
Right? I ain't got time for any one of your imagined crusades.
Hey, our crusades
Cause
are 100%
more trouble around
valid
these
and
walls
legit.
than the people you're trying to help.
Help?
Esker,
Oh
did
yeah,
you...
these two regular pair of vigilantes. You can call them that.
I look
Lost
down at the
causes
goblin.
like- Yeah, it's like lost causes like kittens. He like rips the letter out and hands it back to you.
I take the letter. Thank you, sir.
Least competent of them all. Adopt a stray puppy, more likely to end up tripping over it and tumbling down the stairs.
I look at the goblin. I look at the Goliath.
Just
Oh, this is an interesting pair.
yeah. I used to. Yeah. Look, mate, Hospitaller won't even take you. So why the hell should I care? I don't care what crusade you're on, you just go leave folk alone, find some other town to bother. You and your iceberg friend. He's just gonna start walking off. Guard is just done with this. Gonna regret this, Hector. I'm telling you this time it's real.
Bud. What's real? Your fake senileness?
News is up to something, I knows it. Asking about hurt people, and strangers too. Ain't no good coming from that. Ain't no good whatsoever.
Who?
You!
Hey, gatekeeping is not
You're a
cool,
bigger,
man.
you're a bigger lug than he is. And he just gestures at the still charmed Esker.
Dude, we were just delivering a letter, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honest to
I
God.
knows to who, and I knows you ain't local. Which means
no.
you ain't a part of something.
What's
He's a
that
part
got to
of
do with
something
anything?
different.
Where's the middleman?
Mm-hmm. Sure he is.
We just got a
nothing
job.
sinister.
We got
I
a job
might-
and we followed through with the job.
I'm looking at Torren, I'm like, I might have been wrong about the senileness.
All right. Do you want to I don't know,
Come with us?
you could just come with us. We just are honest to God. We are delivering a letter.
I am not lending the validity of my station to your deeds.
I feel like you have no validity whatsoever.
And no station, so I mean,
Dare you. I am the greatest goblin mage of the island.
you did pretty good. I give you that.
Ignoring the fact I am the only goblin mage on the island. At least last time I checked, which is pretty often.
You check for that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, you.
Is there like a poster board?
Wait, no. Do you do censuses or do you just go around polling
Oh.
people? What's your collection
Uh,
methodology?
The census. The census
there
is
are a
probably
lot.
a good one.
Look, there are poster boards, but they ain't used for this. Now, put simple, rosters of all the magi is public record.
Oh,
They
where
use
are these
demographic
public-
information.
Where's that at?
Uses on one somewhere too.
Where can we find these records?
Probably inside the walls,
Oh,
or a
fair
few
enough.
places out it if you know where to look, which I ain't inclined to tell you. It's not when used as snooping around what's hers.
I'll give you 2 gold.
I am not some cheap fit. Like he
10
finally
gold.
gets a good look at him. It's like he like fully addressed him. He's
10
got like
gold.
pretty decent looking rings wedged onto his fingers. Like he's probably got a good amount of money.
10 gold, take it or leave it.
I leave it. She deserves her privacy, and I don't respect you for trying to bribe your way into it.
Wait, her privacy.
Her privacy.
Torren, what's going on?
I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I have no fucking clue what's going on.
That's pretty bad. That's right. I didn't see him drink his morning whiskey.
Like, I like, do you just want us to like zone of truth and just like, I don't know, because I like you. You're funny, but we gotta do our shit.
Let's start by turning off the little thing on my friend first.
That's right.
You don't know nothing. He ain't ever known nothing to begin with.
I like Esker.
I
Heart's
do like
bigger than
Esker
his
too.
brain. Oh,
All right,
thank you
Esker,
for that.
I drop it on Esker.
Esker kind of just feels like he looks around a little bit like doesn't like you so much anymore.
Esker.
Doesn't like being charmed. No.
Okay,
No.
sorry.
No, you do witchy thing.
Well, so does the goblin.
Not to me.
I feel
Goblin,
like that's
good
not
witch.
true.
All right. How about this? How about this? We ask one question, you ask one question, and I can cast Zone of Truth. We will all answer honestly.
Roll persuasion. Because he's a mage, he knows how that spell works.
I will
He
purposely
knows that he
fail.
would be the only one with the exact tally of who has and hasn't done it.
Persuasion?
Yep.
Not the greatest. Fuck. Persuasion is a 10 straight.
You succeeded. Contested roll from this guy, man. He got a total of 8.
All right. Circle time. I'll let you ask the first question, and then we can go in order.
I like how we're still just sitting outside the house that this goblin just fucking
Yeah, well,
Through
destroyed.
the Kool-Aid, like you opened the door to go through it to follow him. There's still the Kool-Aid man hole, just Wile E. Coyote style.
There's
through
just
it.
a goblin shame
move
hole.
over.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
move over. We'll move over.
Yes.
You
Oh
can
yes,
ask
the
first
abandoned
question.
houses of the outskirts. You gotta love them.
You can ask the first question, and then lock if you want to lead this
Okay.
group therapy. We can, but I will fail if you would like to fail as well.
All right, so they both go in. They both.
I go in. I will
Alright,
cast it. Is my shit still up? Is it a concentration? Because I did.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
what you
it's not. It's not a concentration. But if it's still been less than 10 minutes, we can go back to the original circle.
Yeah, it would have been
Fail.
less than 10 minutes. You guys probably spent 4 or 5 just arguing about it, and then maybe another minute or so. For
Cool.
the
I didn't want to cast it
conclusion.
again, so I'll go in. I'll fail.
Yeah, everyone goes into the box and fails.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, while you've been doing this, you have had a number of pings of people have unknowingly passed through the spot on the street and have just ding, then left, ding, then left, ding, and then left. You've just
I imagine
had that
like
happen.
all the dirt that just got spilled like through that Zone of Truth. No, honey, I did think that dress made you look fat.
Yes, darling. I actually have been sleeping with your sister. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like,
All right. So I'll go in.
I prefer the horse to you.
Oh no!
Calm down,
No!
beast boy. Calm down, Raven. Calm down.
Down.
I am evil.
All right.
I am
All right.
evil.
Fuzuki, you have the floor.
All right, let's start simple. All right. What is your business with her?
Can you elaborate on who her is? Because I don't know.
Yeah, looks at you. You're talking to her stable hand. And you're talking the secret letter. All of yous ain't known in these parts. Why? Yous in the royal stables. On today of all days.
Oh, Okay,
It is
I-
Tuesday.
A Tuesday?
on a Tuesday. I would
Is it
remind
Not
you,
Tuesday. It is
I will
very not
remind you,
Tuesday. It is
we
a
are
Saturday.
we are in the zone of truth. When I say I don't know who you are talking about when you use the general her, I am telling the truth. I need a name because I can't answer you honestly.
Looks at you. She goes, let's try this then.
Okay.
All right. Who gave you the letter?
Hopscotch.
He's with
Alright.
the company of
He
fools.
has a look. He has a look when you say that name. A look that you might, a feeling that you might actually share. Torren.
Yeah, I just
There's a sense of distaste.
same here. He asked us. It's fine. It was money. All right, Rothschild, your turn.
Why are you so concerned with us having this letter? We were sent here as a part of a job, so what's with all the alarm and all the concern, and why are so many people trying to steal the letter?
That was a lot of questions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start there.
Just pick your favorite one.
As for the letter, the concern is about, well, let's just say the recipients. He ain't just some plain nobody.
Okay.
Well, he is a nobody. He's an absolute nobody. He's a piece of nothing. Quite literally.
Okay.
Was the lady sleeping with the stable boy?
I hate children. I really do.
Okay.
I can
okay.
tell.
All right. So
But he has association with individuals who have certain interest in discretion. And we are here to keep that discretion.
okay.
We do
All
not
right.
like it when folks strange to us come knocking on the doors during a time of discretion.
Wait, what?